Okay. Hey everyone, how's it going? This is the start of the reading rush. I would actually highly suggest you guys watch my previous video. I'll link it here somewhere on the screen. I highly recommend watching that video first because it basically explains why and how I've chosen all the books I will be hopefully going to be reading for this readathon. So I chose 4 books. And guess what? Today is the second day and I haven't even started yet. So I'm starting this vlog on the second day of this readathon. Guess who decided to watch and binge a whole season of Anne with an E on Netflix on Saturday night till Monday morning? Actually, that's a lie. It was all the way until Monday afternoon. Nothing happened productive on Monday. No reading done. So today is Tuesday and it's around 6 p.m. So I've had a great start so far. 0 pages read. 0 words absorbed. Nothing read. No books touched. So in no particular order, I'm hoping to read The Girl with the Lighting Voice first, The Knockout Queen, A Burning, and The House in the Cerulean Sea. For The Girl with the Lighting Voice, I'm planning on reading this book today and also tomorrow, so that by Thursday I'm able to read and finish The Knockout Queen, which is pretty short, and Friday and Saturday gives me the time to finish the other 2 books. By Sunday, I'll hopefully be finished with all the books. So I posted on Twitter asking if you guys wanted 2 separate shorter vlogs or just 1 whole reading vlog. And, you know, suffice to say that this is starting on Tuesday. I'll probably not even have a lot of footage to begin with. So 1 vlog it is. I plan to keep this whole thing spoiler free. With that being said, let's get started. Hey everyone, before we get started, I just wanted to talk about what happened over with the Reading Rush over the weekend. So if you guys weren't aware, and if you guys didn't know, the Reading Rush had a group book, and apparently no one knew about this group book, myself included. And I found all about this on Twitter around Sunday evening, and I found out that the hosts not only did not finish the book, they made light fun of the fact that they didn't in the situation, which was really disappointing and disheartening to hear, especially now where we're living in a time where we really want to amplify and listen to Black voices, especially with the irony that the fact that the book that they were supposed to read is about performative allyship. You know, moving forward, I really hope that they listen to constructive criticism, to the critique, and to Black voices and to the Black communities that, you know, that have said that they've been hurt and disappointed by this event. So, you know, I really hope that they implement changes, you know, either in their leadership, in their marketing, and everything with the Readathon, because I don't think this year that the Readathon and the book community were at the same page. I really hope that they implement changes moving forward, and until I see those changes, I won't be saying that I won't ever do the Readathon ever again, the Reading Rush to be exact. But, you know, at the time now, there are a ton of other readathons that you can support and participate in that have been created and started up by Black voices in the community. So I will leave a link to all those readathons down below that you can look up and participate if you want to. Coincidentally, there is a readathon happening called the Friendly Black Hotties, and they're reading Such a Fun Age for their group pick in August. Wait. It's the Unfriendly Black Hotties. I will leave all the links down below that you can check out. So that is my take on that. Just kick back, sit back, and relax because this vlog is gonna be a long one. Hello everybody. Just a quick update. So that little intro clip that I filmed, that was 3 days ago. So in all of the 5 days that this reading rush has started, I am just so on brand right now. You know, I haven't touched a single book at all. And here I am thinking I was going to read 4 books when I haven't even touched one. I'm hoping to get at least 1 book read, but at the rate that this whole readathon is going, I don't even know. I'm currently reading The Girl with the Lighting Voice at the moment, and I'm only like 40 pages in. I'm super productive this reading rush. Oh my gosh, I was so hyped. I was just so, like, the passion, the fire to reading all of these books extinguished. How sad. Today is Friday, and it's currently around 7-8 p.m. My goal for tonight is to finish at least The Girl with the Lighting Voice, or as much as I can. And at least for tomorrow, a Saturday, I'll be able to kill 2 books. Remember what I said in the previous video? I can kill 2 stones with 1 bird, or something like that. Something stupid. Anyways, hopefully I'll be able to push through and finish at least 2 books. You know, it might not happen, but we'll see. I'm hoping for the best. Just a little update for you guys. This is going so well. So yeah, pretty much it. Everyone, real quick, I'm vlogging it this for the reading rush. Just say hello.
Hello.
Hello everyone, just a quick update. It is now 5 in the morning. I'm a little tired, not gonna lie. I'm roughly halfway through with The Girl with the Louding Voice, and so far I am blown away by this book. I love it so much. It's 5 a.m. My mind is scrambled right now, but everything about this book is on par. Exceptional. And also, this is the first book, I believe, that I own that I'm annotating for the first time. I'm annotating this book with some sticky tabs here. Colors don't really mean anything specific. I'm just sticking tabs in where there is something meaningful or impactful that I think is happening, or I think that it's just important or funny, whatnot. So there's that. Nothing too special. So far, really happy with the progress I've made. I'm roughly 200 pages in, and I am hoping to finish this book in a couple of hours. We'll see. And I'll be getting some sleep, and then waking up, and then Saturday, which is tomorrow, or today actually, Saturday morning, I will hopefully be finishing and reading another book, but we'll see. Crossing my fingers, I'm hoping to at least finish 2 books for this readathon. So, there's one reason why I have not been reading at all this entire week until now is because I've been binge watching Anne with an E on Netflix. I finished all 3 seasons, all 30 episodes, and it's one of the best pieces of TV I've ever seen in my entire life. I watched the old Anne of Green Gables editions or adaptions back when I was a child, and I loved it. I love the character Anne, and I actually read, I think, the first couple of books. I can't remember. I know for a fact that I read the first one, and I loved it. Watching Anne with an E, this adaptation, was just really heartwarming. It brought a lot of nostalgia, and the cinematography, oh, chef's kiss, beautiful. But I'm so fucking sad that they decided to cancel the whole show after 3 seasons, and I'm just so confounded and saddened by that news. I really want them to renew it and maybe at least make a 2-hour movie. It's not that hard. Like, there's actually been a petition going on. I think it has like almost 1 million signatures. A lot of people, other than myself, are clamoring for a 4th season, or at least a follow-up movie to the characters at the end of the 3rd season, just because, you know, it did end happily, but we just want more. So there's that little tidbit on that. So yeah, so far so good. Hey everyone, as you can see, it's morning now. It's currently 7:30 in the morning, and I have finally finished The Girl with the Louding Voice. As you can see here, I'm sort of pleased with all the annotating that I've been doing. So thoughts for this book. Exceptional, leaning closer to a 5-star read, but for sure a 4 to 5 star read. A strong 4 to 5. I'll sleep on it and see if this will get a 5 out of 5 in the end. The ending did leave me wanting a bit more, but I clearly can't even think right now because I stayed up all night. Hoping to get a few hours of sleep and some more reading done. So, that being said, I'll see you guys later. Good night. Hey everyone, how's it going? So it is now like 6 hours later. So I woke up around 1 and, you know, freshened up and everything. So don't mind the hair, didn't really do anything about that. It is now around 3:30 p.m. But this book was so good. So upon reflection, I've decided to give this book a strong 4 out of 5 stars. The ending did leave me wanting a bit more, wanting to know what happens next, what happens afterwards. And I do get that it does end sort of on a positive note, but I would have still liked to see some of the things expanded within main character's life and see what went on from there. But you know what? That's okay. The Girl with the Laughing Voice, exceptionally brilliant, 4 out of 5 stars. Really heartbreaking for most of the book for what the main character had to go through. Her name is Aduni. It was really exceptional how the writing style came into play as well. In the beginning of the book, Aduni doesn't speak a lot of English, even though she's a really intelligent and really brilliant. And over time, as she educates herself and learns different things about the English language, it becomes better, it becomes improved. She's able to speak in the correct tense and the phrases, and practically by the end of the book, she was flourishing. It was just really beautiful to read and overall experience, and I thoroughly enjoyed reading this book. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and go straight into the Knockout Queen. Hopefully I'll be able to finish this in like a couple of hours just because it's a relatively short book, so. Hey everyone, just a quick update. So it's now around 7 p.m. I am on chapter 9 of the Knockout Queen, roughly how many pages? Around 115 pages into this book. Not gonna lie, I don't know how I feel about this book yet. I've been, annotating and putting some tabs in, but this is a weird one for me because I expected this book to be super lighthearted, funny, about friendships in California, and it sounded really great, I based this book off of Clueless, based off the synopsis. Clearly, I was dead fucking wrong because this is nothing like Clueless, like at all. So what I thought about this book, it was going to be following 2 central characters with 2 different POVs and about their friendships and their ongoing life struggles, coming of age kind of thing. There is sort of a coming of age factor here, but we only have 1 POV so far, and we're following a dude named Michael who is gay, and it sort of follows this friendship, but it doesn't really dive deep into that friendship, and I'm kind of disappointed in that because I wanted to read a book about friendship, but that's okay. It's about these 2 friends and how their lives are turned around after a act of violence, turns their whole life upside down and everything like that. Nothing really about this book stands out to me that much. It's slightly intriguing, but other than that, other than the fact that I am interested to know what the outcome is, not really too invested into this book. I am halfway there. It's 7 p.m. and I know for a fact that I can finish this book by tonight. And on that note, I might be able to finish at least 1 more book. It's either between The Burning or The House in the Cerulean Sea, and I'm leaning towards the latter, but we'll see. We'll see at the end, because I was hoping for a lighthearted book, but the 2 books I'm reading so far are dealing with like a lot of seriousness, realistic aspects, and trauma, and there's a lot of emotion involved, and so I'm not sure yet. So far, this reading rush vlog has been a total of 2 days, I believe, since I started reading, not a week, but so far I'm killing it, in my opinion, because thank God I stacked those challenges on The Girl with the Laughing Voice. I believe I killed 3 challenges already with that 1 book. So far, not really loving it, not too invested. It has room to change and to grow on me, but we'll see. So just a quick break, but I wanted to show you guys a box that I received from Big Honcho, and it looks like a mystery thriller. So, the wife who knew too much. Just to quickly recap what I received, a bunch of gold squigglies. This interesting sort of purse journal I really like this whole concept or design that they have going on. And then we have the actual book. Never heard of this book before, don't know what it's about. So upon reading the blurb for this, it's about two women who are married to this one dude. One of them dies, and the guy remarries another girl. But as thriller mysteries go, her life is in danger with a bunch of secrets at stake. Who been knew, honestly? So, quick update. It is now, I believe, like around 10 p.m. and I finished. I did not like this book. I think there were some really interesting elements that I felt like could have been expanded more, that I wish the book dived deeper into. This was far from the plot that I thought this book was about, and going into it, it was just completely different, a 180. Earlier, I was halfway through and I thought there was still some time and room for it to develop, for it to grow, for it to change my mind and to be redeemable. I'm not gonna say it's a bad book per se, but it's a book that I didn't particularly enjoy reading. Fitz, come here. What'd you think? I guess the only two things I really liked about this book was the writing style, and there was an interesting theme in here that I wished was explored more upon. It's how when women commit active violence, either in defense or whatnot, it's always deemed as abnormal, something that they shouldn't do, you know, versus when men commit acts of violence. They're looked at, oh, it's just boys being boys, or being let off the hook easier than women who commit, you know, acts of violence just because men do it all the time. Women committing violence was a really interesting theme that I wish the book explored more, but it didn't really go into that territory. It's just a mention sprinkled here and there throughout the book. Everybody in here was just, everybody's actions was just illicit, explicit, and duplicit. Everything was just messy and chaotic. I did not like any of the characters that much. Everyone here isn't a bad person per se, or a good person either. Everyone here is morally gray. I mean, granted, it's realistic in a sense, right? I felt it was really underwhelming. I felt like there was no clarity even at the end. Like, nothing really happens or it gets resolved at the end of the book. So I guess this is just more like a slice of life of what happens when a random act of violence happens in a small town between two friendships, or one friendship between two people. So I think I'll give this book a 2 out of 5 stars. Not really my cup of tea, and I'm glad that it was really short because I honestly could feel my mind drifting away with a lot of the chapters. I really like the writing style. I really like the voice of the narrator. We're following the main character, who is gay, and, you know, reading about internalized homophobia and trying to find out who he is in this town was just really interesting overall to read and take in. I'm finished now. It's around like 10 p.m. like I said. I think I will start probably one more book. And, you know, after reading 2 sort of heavy emotional books, I just kind of want to just read something that's light and fun. And so I'm gonna start off with The House in the Cerulean Sea, because I think I need to read something like that right now. I'm just overall exhausted. So yeah, I guess I'll update you guys later on that. Okay, so far for this reading rush, I've completed 2 books. I'm pretty happy. I'm like sort of halfway through of my mentioned TBR, but I really love this one. Did not like this one. Super disappointing. I think it was just really underwhelming overall. I think I would talk more about these 2 books in a wrap-up. Like I said, I had 2 options, either to read A Burning or The House in the Cerulean Sea. And juggling between these 2 in the books that I've read previously, I think I will go with this one just because I wanted, you know, like I mentioned earlier, something more lighthearted, just to take my mind off things for now and just read a whimsical romantic book. Hopefully that book will do it for me. Alright, so before I head out, I actually wanted to show you guys a little tiny book haul. 5 books, nothing more. First book that I bought is Brown Girl Unlimited by Echo Brown. I heard incredible things about this book. So this book is about a girl who is a wizard who lives in New York, and it's part memoir as well, which is super interesting. I haven't really read a memoir, I think, since college. I heard it has like elements of magical realism and magic. Pretty excited for this. It sounds really interesting. So the next book is The Only Good Indians by Stephen Graham Jones. I'm really excited to pick this one up just because this is also, 1, an Own Voices novel, and 2, an Own Voices horror novel. I don't think I've read a lot of Own Voices horror thriller books. I feel like in the thriller genre especially, it's predominantly white authors. Particularly excited to pick this one up. heard exceptional and scary good things about the author and his like other works, his previous works. Don't really know too much about this book other than that it follows 4 American Indian men who get caught up in a struggle for their lives after they run into a supernatural creature from their past. Last but not least, I picked up the Heartstopper series by Alice Osman. Yeah, I bought all 3 of these, and I've read all 3 of these. Suffice to say, I really enjoyed these graphic novels. I thought they were really cute. They were just really sweet. Something that I needed. They were really quick to read as well. Just a slight trigger warning for the latest volume, the 3rd one. Trigger warning for self-harm. But other than that, can't really say too much about it. I know that everybody loves, like, this graphic novel series, and I can understand it. But, like, my love for this series isn't really up there yet. Maybe I'll have to reread it because I like sped through all these 3 in like one night. So yeah, with that being said, going into House in the Cerulean Sea. Who knows if I'll be able to end up finishing this book by tomorrow, but fingers crossed. So, just a quick update. Trying to keep my voice down because I'm downstairs and everybody is sleeping. Because it's 3 in the morning. So I'm currently reading House in the Cerulean Sea. I am this far in, and look how many fucking tabs I have. I don't have the words to describe how much I love this fucking book right now. It has exceeded all of my expectations. Just everything. You can't tell. This whole fucking book is quotable. This whole thing. I used 2 of these whole things already. I finished 2 of them. And I'm a little more than halfway through now. And it looks like I'll be finishing my 3rd book for the reading rush by tomorrow morning, or today, in a couple of hours. Pretty happy with my reading so far, and this is by far my favorite book that I've read for this reading rush. Everything about this book is perfection, surprising, brilliant, incredible.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular, never the same, totally unique, completely not ever been done before, unafraid to reference or not reference, put it in a blender, shit on it, vomit on it, eat it, give birth to it.
I literally have no words. TJ Klune can do no wrong in my eyes since I already love his other series about werewolves. Gay werewolves, by the way. I haven't even finished this. I highly recommend this book. Please go pick it up and read it. It's just, everything about it is just so heartwarming and fucking cute and precious. I'll probably have a more coherent review after I finish and everything and sleep on it, but mine is just delirious. I literally ran out of the pastel tabs that I have, so I have to use like a different colored ones, but it's fine because all these colors represent this whole book. All rainbows and sunshines. Go back into reading, and I'll update you guys when I finish.
they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
I see this. I am a hot mess right now. Oh, Jesus Christ. This book is destroying me in the best way possible. So reminiscent of my childhood. The best things of my childhood. It encapsulates all these feelings perfectly. Jesus fucking Christ. But I'm so happy that I got to read this book. And, you know, you might have read this book already and thought that it wasn't that sad. It's not about being sad. It's more about the characters in the world and the relationships that they have with each other. It's so wholesome and so pure. And it's just so beautiful to see it unravel and to read about. So that's why I have to get this out now. It's currently 5:30 a.m. in the morning, Sunday. Reading Rush ends today at midnight. I think this is the best book I've read so far in 2020. This book was so beautiful and enlightening. I need a fucking sequel. Look at this bad bitch. Look at all these fucking tabs. This frenzy of tabs. I had to mark down every quote, everything that made me smile, that made me laugh, that made me crack. Literally, it was so heartwarming and pure. I cried so many times. I cried because it wasn't just only sad at some parts. I literally could be crying about over a lot of things in this book that are nonsensical, but to me, it was just perfect. Beautifully written book. It was just chef's kiss. The best book I've read so far in 2020. My new fucking favorite. TJ Klune, you did not disappoint. Wolfsong was good, but this is just on another fucking level. Literally have no words right now. Maybe I'll form a more coherent review later after this. It was just so beautiful. And that's all I have to say. 5 out of 5 fucking stars. This book really reminded me of all the things that I loved in my childhood favorite books. The nostalgia, the magic, the whimsical of it. It was just heart-fulfilling, not heartbreaking, but more just an encompassing feeling of fulfillment, I guess. When I first heard about it, I thought it was YA, you know? Because, you know, looking at the cover, I never would have imagined this would be more of an adult. I mean, it sort of can be YA, but we're following a 40-year-old man, you know, finding magic again. And it's beautiful to read that and see that unraveling. So good. And then I later thought it was middle grade because we're dealing with small children, this fantasy, whimsical elements. But then, you know, I heard what the story was actually about. And I am so happy that this story exists and that it was written because I have no words right now. But so good. So, highly fucking recommend. I will get some sleep and I will see you guys and talk to you guys later. All right, so suffice to say, even though I started pretty late on going for this readathon, I think I finished really well and finished pretty strong. So I'm really happy with that outcome. I unfortunately couldn't get to a burning. Technically, even though I could start it, I feel like I am not in the right mindset for this book right now at the moment. But I do plan on picking this up relatively soon, and it's high up there on my TBR, just not right now at the moment. But oh boy, so far these 3 books, 2 of them were just exceptional and one of them was just disappointing, which is okay, you know, there's flavor in here, which is nice. Of the 3 books that I read, this one was by far the worst. This one was brilliant as well, exceptional. And this one just made my heart sing, just my soul soar. Everything about it was beautifully perfection. Doesn't really make any sense, but there you have it. After sleeping on it, and my rating for this book, 5 out of fucking 5. No brainer here. It was just beautiful, encompassing, reminiscent, nostalgic, pure and wholesome in every way. I feel like this is the type of book every person should read at some point in their life, some point or time in their life. Because I feel like it's one of those, like, not classic in a way, but you know, like you have those go-to childhood books, you know, that you would reach for, you know, as a child for comfort or nostalgia. And I feel like this book does that for me, but by far the best book I've read in 2020. This one, without a doubt, was probably the most really impactful. 4 to 5, exceptionally profound, very deep, beautifully written. So of all 3 books that I mentioned and read in this vlog, House on the Cerulean Sea and The Girl with the Lighting Voice are definite recommendations. Can't say the same for The Knockout Queen, which was indeed a knockout, and not in a good way. Overall, I just had a lot of minor problems with this book, which isn't bad. I just, in the end, felt so underwhelmed and so disappointed about this book, so 2 out of 5 stars. That is it for this vlog, this reading rush vlog. I don't think I've done a reading vlog in a long time, so this was fun, really nice to do. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Just a heads up, I might be doing another vlog. This one will be a lot shorter though, so if you see the shirt in the next vlog, you know, don't be too alarmed. That's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you guys all soon with a new video.